I basically blanked out anything about my past when I left home. That was such a huge shock to me that I more pretended, played to be brave than it was in the truth. I'm Vladimir Brandwajn. I was born in 1946. My parents were Poles of Jewish origin. I'm sure that at that point my parents considered themselves to be Polish, not to be anything else. All the distinction in terms of being Polish of Jewish origin and all of that came later as part of the socialist nomenclature. There was a lot of Jews in this higher echelons, that initially, because communism was bringing the promise of equality, the promise of no more racial differences, no more religious differences. There was only one, the people. What bothered me is whenever now and again I heard the stories that from my colleagues that Jews should go to Israel. You shouldn't be here. And the government decided that this is a perfect opportunity to go after some groups of the people. It was absolutely against the Polish law at that time. Even the law as the communists formulated, you were at the university, as long as you were an active student, you were not being drafted to the military service. Weeks after I returned home from the army, I was summoned to the headquarters of the Polish militia. The captain who talked to me said, "You have exactly 2 weeks to leave the country or you will regret the day you were born." So in the beginning of October 1968, we departed with a document which stated that we are not Polish citizens. I somehow wanted to wipe out all of that from my memory, because then that thing would have been, how to say, something from the past which I don't have to think about. You have to distinguish between believing in the idea and believing into its implementation. There is some people in the West who start singing the same song that before they didn't know how to implement the communism, but now we know. We don't know. We'll do exactly the same thing. The moment there is the first trouble, we'll revert to the same techniques and the same methodology as the previous implementation of that brilliant idea.